This is the Vault X Mega Evolution binder. And this is all the Mega Evolution that I've opened. Let's build a binder. Alright, so first things first, let's check out this binder. It's pretty sick. It's got a nice like rainbow gradient thing here on the side. And if we open it up, you know, we have the classic pages, the yellow here on the inside. Looks really, really nice. We're gonna set this aside for now because the first thing that we gotta do is sort all of this, because more than likely when I put it in here, I did not sort it. So you'll take that out. That's just trash. I kind of like to keep one pack, like after I've opened it, keep the pack for just the artwork and stuff. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're going to sort out all the hollows, reverse hollows, and obviously all the big art cards, which those ones are in top loaders, and then we will sort everything else by type, and then we'll build it that way. So let's get to sorting. You know, it would be really nice if whoever would open all these cards would sort them before they put them away. At least by type, because that would make things go a lot quicker when I do go to build binders. But for some reason my secretary doesn't think it's part of their job description. So here we are. Alright, I'd say we're about halfway done. Let's just do a quick little cleanup of the piles here. Just so that things don't get too complicated and confusing. Is there only one dragon type in this set? I have 3 dragon cards and they're all Latios. Latios, sorry. Are there really only 3 dragon type, or 1 dragon type card? There might be, I don't know. Okay, these are the 2 that are a problem. I mean, the reverses and hollows are kind of also a problem, but because they're reverses and hollows, they're kind of warped. So they don't really want to stay anyway. All right. Let's continue. There's another Latios. There must only be 1 dragon card in the set, and it must be Latios. And I have a playset of them. Alrighty then. Make that 5. All right, and with that, that should be all of our Mega Evolutions bulk sorted. The only thing that's left in the box is the big hits that come at the end, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. We'll find out later. So I'm going to set that box aside right there. And now we've got to do some cleanup. I know grass comes first, so I'll set that here so we can play with it. The rest of these, I'm going to do something with. I'm not sure what, to be honest with you. Maybe we'll just kind of stack them up. Stack them up, stack them up. All right, let's see if we can just put them over. Ooh, don't fall off. Put them over there, off of screen. Hopefully the binder can still fit. These are the hollows. These are the reverse hollows. And then this is just the energies, but they're gonna be in the way. So we're gonna put them right here. And put that down there as well. Okay, that should be that. Let's get out the binder and start building this thing. All right, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I'll set you over here on the corner, you over here on the corner, and you on the corner, you, and you right there. Oh, and there he goes. All right, so I've got a set list here on my phone because unfortunately I couldn't get the ETB, either one of them, when they came out. So I don't know where the EXs fit in and whatever. So I've got the set list on my phone, and I have these sleeves, the Aurora sleeves right here by Dragon Shield. I like to use Dragon Shield sleeves when I put cards in my binders, just because I have the illusion that they give a little bit extra protection than just penny sleeves. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's a little extreme. I don't know. It's just what I do. So we're going to kind of lay out the page, and then I'll sleeve them up, put them in, and we'll go from there. Number one is obviously going to be Bulbasaur. Do I have a Bulb? Right there. So there's Bulbasaur. This would be the reverse. And then Ivysaur. Do you have an Ivysaur? There he is. Ivysaur. Then obviously that's going to be the Venusaur. Now I know some people do like a full row of EXs or like 2 EXs so that it doesn't like break stuff up. I might like to do that one day, but I'm a visual guy and I'd have to literally like lay that out somehow, whether it be like with proxies or on the internet somehow, and I didn't do that, and I haven't done that, so we're not going to do that today. So the Venusaur will go here, executes next, he goes right there, and yes, things are going to get, here we go, things are going to get split up, like this is going to be Executor and this will be the reverse hollow, but that's how I've always built my binders, so I don't mind it too much. I do like the clean look that putting multiple of the EXs gives you, but for today's purposes, we're not going to worry about it. So that reverse Tangela's here, and then Tangrowth, which might be a hollow. We don't see it in here, we're going to assume it's a hollow. Tangrowth, that's Tangela. Tangrowth, 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 Tangrowth. Tangrowth, right here. Okay, perfect. So that's gonna go there. So that's our first page done as far as the cards and layout. I'm gonna sleeve them up, put them in, we'll go on to the next page. All right, there's the first page done. Oops. Whoop. Flip the page over here. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit off screen just because, well, I have cards in the way. So we know that the first slot over here is going for reverse hollow. So next we need Chikorita right here. You're gonna go there. I'm gonna have to try and kind of hold it down, else it's gonna fly everywhere. Bayleaf. Now Bayleaf, I'm pretty sure is a hollow. Or is it no, Meganium's a hollow. Bayleaf should be in here. Maybe? Maybe not. Really? No Bayleaf? Okay. So no Bayleaf, which would go here. Meganium goes there. That's a hollow. So Shuckle. I know there's a Shuckle. There we go. So reverse. Nah. Meganium. So Shuckle right there. Then it's Celebi, which I also know we have. There we go. Celebi. C-Dot right there. Nuzleaf right here. Shiftry. Ooh. I don't know if we have a Shiftry. Or maybe it's a hollow. I don't know. I don't know which ones are hollow or not. Again, I don't have the book. So I don't see a Shiftry, so maybe he's a hollow. But we'll skip him. Shiftry would go there. Incada. Ninjask. Delmise right there. And that should be it for the grass types. Just going to look through this one more time real quick. Yeah, I think that's it for grass. Go ahead and just set that up there for now. Wow. Sleeve these up and put them in. All right, now it's time for our fire guys, which are right here. So, I think Vulpix is first. Yes, Vulpix is first. Vulpix. There we go. Vulpix, well, all right. There's only the one card on the page, so let's just sleeve it up real quick. Put that in there. Boom. All right, flipping the page. Vulpix Reverse starts us off. Then we have Ninetales, which I don't think is a hollow, but it might be. Nope, it's right there. Ninetales. Then Numel, right here. Then Mega Cramorant would go there. So Litleo goes here. Then Pyroar down there. Volcanion right here. Scorbunny. Raboot. Cinderace, I do believe, is a hollow. Looks like it. So Cinderace, Sizzlipede, right there. And then obviously Centiskorch and Chi-Yu. And that should be all of our fires. And hopefully I don't mess this up and leave an extra space, or don't leave a space or something, because that would be annoying, but I wouldn't really know until I go to, like, you know, put a card in that is supposed to go somewhere and there's no spot for it, or there's an extra spot for it. So, hopefully that doesn't happen, but you never know. Sizzle, or nope, Scent to Scorch, and Chi-Yu. Right there. Alright, flip the page, and we're going to start off with water. Let's grab all our water guys here. Here we go. Alright, the first one up is Mantine, which is my absolute favorite Pokemon ever. Right there. Then Corphish. Kyogre. That one should be a holo, but we'll just double check. Yep, looks like it. So Kyogre there. Snover right here. Abomasnow Mega would go there. So Klotzer right there. Klawitzer. Nope, that's the wrong one. Do I not have one? Okay, I don't have Klawitzer, unless it's a holo. So that would go here, and that would be its reverse. And then Sobble goes there. Woo! Drizzle. Or Drizzile, whatever. Go there, and then Inteleon would go here. Snom go there. Frostmoth would go here. And Ice Cube's the last water one. And he would go... Wow, one Ice Cube. He would go there. Alright, and that's it for the water guys. Sleeve them up and put them in. Alright, and we'll flip the page. Alright, quick little break. I had to take off the sweatshirt. I was dying. Now the mic's in a slightly different spot because of it, so hopefully things don't get too messed up. Alright, next we need electric. Right here. Make sure that doesn't go falling off anywhere. So this first spot's going to be for the reverse Ice Cube. Magnemite goes there. Then Magneton, which... Oh, I do have one. Just exactly one. And then Magnezone, I think that's a holo. I hope it's a holo, because I don't have it if it's not. So Magnezone would be here. Raikou would be here. Now that one's going to be the holo. So maybe I don't have a Magnezone. Then we got Electrike. So Magnezone, Raikou, Electrike right there. Mega Manectric EX would go here. Then we have Pachirisu in the top. And Helioptile. Helioscus. And that's it for the Lightning Boys. So I'm going to start with the Psychic just because I got a few spots here on the page. First up is Abra, which we should have. There we go. Abra. And then obviously Kadabra and Alakazam, which I don't know, actually. I feel like that one would be a holo. And I don't have it, so I'm going to assume it is a holo. Set those over there and sleeve these up. Alrighty, and we will flip the page. Alright, Alakazam, so Jinx is next. Here we go. Jinx and Ralts. I know we have a Ralts in here somewhere. There it is. Ralts. Actually, wait, is that... See? This is what happens. Okay, it is perfect corners then. Ralts, Jinx, Kirlia. Alright, there. Mega Gardevoir, Sinidja. Right here. And then Spoink. Spoink would go there. Grumpig. Where are you? There you are, Grumpig. Xerneas is here. That one's a holo for sure. Greavard goes there. Houndstone. There it is. Houndstone. And Gimme Ghoul. Alright. Sleeve them up and add them in. Alright. Next is fighting. Put those guys there. Alright, Sandshrew and Sandslash go on this page. Sandshrew, Sandslash. Let's put those there, sleeve these two up. Go. Flip the page. That's going to be reverse. Onyx. Is Onyx a holo? Nope, there he is. Onyx. And then Tyrogue. Makakita. There he is. Hariyama. I don't remember seeing a Hariyama. No Hariyama. So Hariyama goes here and here. Lunatone is a holo? I'm pretty sure. Solrock. Yes, Lunatone is a holo. So, Hariyama, there and there. Lunatone's there and there. Solrock right here in the corner. If I can find where he went. There he is. Solrock. Then it's Riolu. And then Mega Lucario goes in this corner. Krogunk. Right here. And Toxicroak right next to him. And Marshadow. And Stonejourner. And now we have to sleeve them up because we need to turn the page. Alright, flip the page. So, Stonejourner was there. He was on the corner, right? Oh, nope, he wasn't. Okay, so Knackley. Right here. And Knacklestack. Right there. And Garganackle right there. And that's it for the fighting boys. Add this to our stack, which is getting kind of big. Next up is Dark. And foolish me, I put the dragon before the dark, so we're gonna set those guys over there. Get our dark types. And Crawdont, sorry. It's first, right there. And then Mega Absol EX, Spiritomb down here. Right there. Yveltal, it's a holo. Nickit, right there. And Feeble. And Shroodle. And Grafaiai. And that's it for the darks. Not that many. And then Steel looks like is up next. So it's Steelix. That might be a holo, actually. Yeah, that's a holo. So Steelix would go here and here, and Mega Mawile EX would go there. So that's actually this page done. So let's sleeve them up. Now that I'm putting these cards into this binder, I'm realizing that this set was a lot smaller than I thought it was. So I probably have a lot more progress than I think I do as far as like the base set goes. And so there's either a ton of like the secret rare cards that come after the final trainer card in this set, or I probably could have gotten away with a smaller binder. But you know what? That's all right. If I've got a bunch of extra pages in the back, I can use them for promos and other cards from my collection that don't really go with a set, but are just cards that I like, or you know, whatever. Stuff like that. Alright, flipping the page. And then students run along. We start fresh on the corner again. That's nice. Dialga, I know, is a holo. That goes in those two spots. Tinka-Tink would go there. Tinka-Tough would go there. Nope. Tinka-Tough would go there. And Tinkaton would go here. Then we've got Goldengo would go there. And that looks like the end of the Steel type. Mega Latios EX would go here. And Latios, which is right here, would go there. And that appears to be the only dragon card. So that's those two types done. Next is normal or colorless, however you want to say it. Oop, oop, oop. There we go. A stack of trainers. All right. Spearow. There's Spearow. How do I not have a Spearow? How is that even possible? Spearow. No Spearow. Okay then. I guess next would be Fearow. So reverse Latios, Fearow right there. Mega Kangaskhan EX right here. Delibird right there. Then Miltank and Baneri. And that's this page. We gotta sleeve them up. Flip the... Something's not right here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Baneri, whoop. Lopunny. It's gonna start us off over here. Right there. And Yungoos. Maybe. Really? I don't have a Yungoos? All right, no Yungoos apparently. So Gumshoes would go there. And Stuffle and Beware. And that's it for normal types. Trainers. Acerolas Mischief. Boss's Orders. No Boss's Orders. So Boss's Orders. Energy Switch right here. Fighting Gong. Force of Vitality goes there. Fighting Gong right here. Iron Defender. Iron Defender right there. And Lily's Determination. And I got one. There we go. Lily's Determination right there. Flip the page. Alright, after Lily's, we have Lieutenant Surge. Right there, Lieutenant Surge's Bargain. The Mega Signal. Mega Signal. Mega Signal right there. Mystery Garden. Right here. Pokemon Center Lady. I don't even remember seeing that art from when I opened these cards. So I'm pretty sure I don't have her. At all. Yeah, she's not in here. She might be a holo, but I don't even think I own her, so. Gatorade. Right there. And the rare candy. No rare candy either. Okay then. Repel, so rare candy, Repel. Risky Ruins. Strange Timepiece goes there. Risky Ruins. Right there. Surfing Beach. And Switch. Go there. Ultra Ball. Right here. And that's it for this page. And that's the last sleeve in that box. Guess it's a good thing I've got another box. Alright, Ultra Ball. Flip the page. I don't think there's that many more trainers. Yeah, there's literally just one. Wally's Compassion. Right there. So that is it for our bulk non-holo, holo rare cards. The illustration rares start right here, or whatever comes after trainer cards. Starts right here. It's Bulbasaur. I know I don't have that one. But we're going to go back to the beginning of the book now, and I'm going to take the non-holo and reverse holo rare cards off the table. And I'm going to put them back into the box. Well, the box's cover for now. They will get put back in the box. Just like that. Put that back down on the floor. And we're going to go through and put in all of our holos. And then we're going to put in all of our reverse holos. And then we'll get to the big art cards and EXs and stuff, which I only got like 6, so it's not anything crazy. Yeah, let's do the holos. Okay, so first up, are there any grass holos? Meganium. I think that's the only one. There's another Meganium. Another Meganium, another Meganium. Okay, so it looks like Meganium's the only grass holo. So we'll put it in the sleeve, and then we just have to find its spot. It's card number 10, 11, 10. Right there. Nice. Okay, what about fire? Fire, 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 fire. Cinderace. Another Cinderace. Another Cinderace. Looks like just Cinderace, which conveniently goes right here. There we go. Water types. I know Kyogre. Clawitzer. Kyogre. Oops. Okay, that looks like that. So, Clawitzer is number 38. 7. 38 right here. And Kyogre, number 34, which goes right there. And then we have electric. Was there an electric one? I don't think there was. Or if there is, I don't think I have it. Yeah, there's no electric in my hand at least, so. Xerneas for Psychic, Alakazam for Psychic. Looks like it for Psychic. Alakazam clearly goes on this page here. Right there. Xerneas goes 63, 64 right here. Flip the page. I know Lunatone's a fighting one. Lunatone, Hirayama, Lunatone. Alright. Hirayama goes right here. And Lunatone goes right there. Alright, dark type. Yeah, we have Yveltal. That's probably the only one. Right there. Or if there is another one, then I'm missing it. Yveltal goes right here. What's with all this empty space? Huh. Steel type, Dialga. And Steelix. And I think that's it, because next is Dragon, which there isn't any, and Normal, which there isn't any. So that should be it for our holos. Now, 93, that goes on the previous page. Okay, that's what all that empty space was. And 95 goes right here. So 93, 93, right there. All right. So that should be, yeah, because then we're into normal. So that should be all of our holos. So now we get to fill in some of these remaining empty spots with, that can stay there, with reverse holos. So I'm just going to go through here, and I'm just going to take out every single grass one. So, any grass reverses on this first page? Tangela, Tangrowth, Execute. There's Execute. He goes right there. Oh, Bulbasaur, nice. And Tangrowth, but he goes on the next page, but that's fine. Bulbasaur. Execute. And I'll put a sleeve on the Tangrowth because he goes first thing on the next page. Right there. Alright. What do we got here? Meganium right there. Celebi right there. Bayleaf goes right here. I didn't have a normal Bayleaf. Huh. Nuzleaf goes there. Ninjask goes there. And Shiftry. I don't have a normal Shiftry either. Shiftry goes there. And that's it. Those grass guys are duplicates. Alright, up next is fire. So that's a fire. That's fire. That looks like all of the fire. No Vulpix, I noticed. Numel goes there. Raboot. Pyroar. Sizzlepede. Centiskorch. Or another Pyroar. Scorbunny. Volcanion. Litleo. So I just had one duplicate of that in fire. So fire got filled out nicely. Fire is almost done. All right, water. Man, I don't have very many water reverses. I only have 3. I have Klotzer, I have Snom, and I have Mantine with an extra Mantine. Water's looking a little empty. Alright, electric. There's only like 6 electric cards. I should have them all. There's the Raikou, Pachirisu. Oh yeah, I didn't have a Raikou. A normal Raikou. Huh. The things that you discover. Magnemite, another Magnemite, another Raikou. Helioscus. Alright, and I guess I don't have them all. We have Helioscus, which goes here. Raikou, which goes here. Magnemite. Pachirisu. And that is it. Alright, psychic types. Psychic. Psychic. Psychics. Oops, that's not a psychic. Alright. Kadabra. Alright. Kadabra. And Alakazam. No Abra, unfortunately. Kadabra. Alakazam. Flip the page. Gimme Ghoul right here. Jinx. Houndstone. Grumpig. And Curlia. And that is it. That is all. Alright. Fighting. 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 So the only one that I need for this page is Sandshrew, which I do have actually. Nice. Sandshrew. Sandslash goes there. Lunatone goes here. Garginacle is on the next page, I guess. Makuhita, Knackle Stack, and Riolu. Some more that are on the next page. Flip. Garginacle. Oh, I forgot Marshadow on the last page. Garginacle and Knackle Stack. Alright, now it's a dark type. Dark and steel. Dark, steel, dark, steel, steel, dark, steel, steel. I only have 3 dark reverses. Spiritomb and Shroodle and another Spiritomb. And do I have the Steelix reverse? I do, right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Flip the page. Goldengo and Tinkaton. Right there. And I don't have the Holo Latios. Or the reverse Holo Latios, sorry. I'm getting my terms mixed up. I don't have the reverse Holo Latios. So I don't need to look for him. So now it's normal type. And then the last thing we'll do will be the trainers. So, who do I have on this page? I got Miltank, Baneri, Delibird. Alright, next page, Lopunny. I have the reverse Yungoos and Stuffle. And that's it for normals. And now for the trainers. Alright, what do we have on this page? Anything? Fighting Gong, that goes here. Energy Switch, that goes here. And that looks like it for this page. Fighting Gong. And Energy Switch. Right there. Flip the page. Lieutenant Surge. Alright, so my camera stopped recording and I didn't realize it. Luckily it did towards the end of the reverse holos. But it missed like the last page essentially. So they're already sleeved up, unfortunately, but I'm gonna show me putting them into the binder for you. So there's Lieutenant Surge's Bargain, Mystery Guardian, Gatorade, Rare Candy Reverse, don't have the normal, Repel, Strange Timepiece, Switch, and then Wally's Compassion here goes on the next page. So let's just throw those in the binder. All right, so now it's time for the big hitters, if you will. These are like the EXs, the full arts, the gold cards, whatever. So I've got the Venusaur EX right here. So that's obviously going to go up towards the front. I've got a couple illustration rares. We'll set those to the side. There's another EX, full art trainer, EX, full art, EX. This is a full art EX, I think. I don't think that's the special illustration rare, but I honestly don't know because I can't keep track of what's where and who's how. So we'll put all of these ones, because they're going to be in the back after trainers, over there. And these ones, including this Venusaur here, which I need to re-sleeve with the proper sleeve. These guys are going to get mixed in with the base set. So we'll flip back to the beginning. Boop, just like that. Venusaur. Oh, this is actually a promo. Never mind. That one's promo, so it doesn't go there. All right. Fire. Do we have, what was it? Kramer? Or yeah, right here. Number 22 goes right there. Boom. Next would be water. That's a bomb of snow. And I think that's it. So 36 right there. Electric. I don't have an electric one. Yeah. We got, that's a steel type. Normal, dark, normal. Gardevoir is an electric. But it needs to be re-sleeved. This is not a promo, right? Right. This is not a promo. Ah. So, Gardevoir. You're going to go right next to Curlia here. Oops, wrong side. There we go. Fighting type, Lucario. You go up here. And as you can see, I'm still missing a decent amount of even just the base EX cards. Looks like I have 3 Mega Kangaskhan's. Oh no, this one's a promo. That's a promo. Looks like I have 2 Mega Kangaskhan's. Dark type, Absol. 86, 80 right here, 86, Mega Absol. And then Steel type, Mawile. It's 94, that's this corner right here. And then finally Kangaskhan, which is 104, which goes right here. And I do have an extra one of these, an extra Mega Kangaskhan, so I'm going to throw it in my trade binder. Not that I've ever made a trade, but I'll throw it in there, and maybe I can trade it for another one of the EXs that I'm missing. Now we need to do the stuff that comes after the trainers, which is going to be a lot of fun because I don't have the book in front of me, so I don't know what comes first. So we're going to have to look at numbers and count. So I've got Steelix, which is 150, Stuffle, 154, Lily's Determination, 169, Lieutenant Surge is 170, Night Stretcher is 173, and the Mega Venusaur is 155. So Steelix comes first at 150. And this is 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Mega Steelix right here. Or not Mega Steelix, just Steelix. 50 right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 55. That puts Venusaur right there. 55. Then we've got Stuffle with, I can't count because Stuffle's 54, so it goes on the previous page. Isn't that a nice, I mean, you probably can't really see it all that greatly, but isn't that a nice card? 55, this is 154, it goes there. Lily's Determination, full art. Ow. Gotta put you in the right sleeve. 69, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 69. This page is looking a little sparse. And then this is 170, so it goes right next to it. And finally, the Night Stretcher is 73, 1, 2, 73. And then I don't even know what the last card in the set is. So I'm just gonna flip to the back here, and I'll put in our promos. We have 13 Mega Venusaur EX and 25 Mega Kangaskhan EX. So that's that. That is the binder as it stands right now. That is, I've opened, I think, either 30 or 40 Mega Evolutions packs. So this is what our binder looks like. As you can see, there's still quite a few holes. It looks okay at the beginning. This page looks really great. Only missing a couple. Then we kind of get sparse again, and then even more sparse. And then we fill out, kind of stay the same, get a little bit more sparse, even more sparse. Same amount of sparse, yeah, okay, mid. And then of course, the crazy stuff, which we obviously don't have a lot of. Yeah, so that's the binder. However, I do have 8 packs of Mega Evolutions that we're gonna open and see if we can fill in some of these missing spots, either with reverse holos, base cards that I don't have for some reason, or maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a bunch of the stuff for the back of the binder, the secret rare art stuff, full arts, that kind of stuff. But let's go back to the studio to open these up and see what we can get. Editing it, Banji here. I did open those packs in the studio and I recorded them, but I can't find the footage anywhere, so I think I might have accidentally deleted it. Anyway, I was able to get a total of 15 new cards to add to the binder, which you'll be seeing here in this footage as I voice over. Some of them are, most of them are reverse holos. A couple of them are the either non-holo or holo rares of a variant. Oh, looks like I got this Bayleaf from the wrong place first time around. That's right, we'll just switch it around. But yeah, most of them are reverse holos. A couple are the non-holo or the holo rare versions of the cards. And we even got 2 illustration rares from a couple of packs to add as well. So yeah. This video was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. It is something that's a little bit different than what is usually on this channel, but I do intend to do more of these, mostly Lorcana, because that's what I have a lot of right now. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know. I've got a couple ideas for how I might do it differently for the next one, so it hopefully won't be quite as long. But if you watched to the end, I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah, as I put in the last few cards here, I just wanted to give a little update on the amount of cards that we got. We ended up getting a total of 201 cards out of the 310 needed for a master set, so that's really cool. There's just a little over 100 cards that I need to grab. Most of them are going to be the illustration rares, full art, stuff like that. But as you can see, there's still quite a few reverse holos that I need to get as well. I do want to just highlight these 2 illustration rares that we did pull. The first one is this beautiful Ninjask, and the second one is this Executor, which I absolutely love. Yeah, so this is the binder. As you can see, there's still quite a few spots missing. Again, for the base set, it's mostly reverse holos. There may be 1 or 2 non-holo or holo rare cards that I'm still missing, but it's mostly reverse holos. As we go through the base set here, and then once we get back towards the trainers and after the trainers, you're going to notice a lot more empty space, and that's because we're missing a bunch of the full arts, illustration rares, all the special illustration rares, both gold cards, stuff like that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.